What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Uncomplicated Podcast. I am Jules. This is
Lily.
And today we're going to talk about
how we're bringing fitness into the new year, because it is December 28th?
29th.
29th?
Yes.
So it's coming up to the new year.
It sure is. 2025.
Yeah, big year.
Or so we say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big plans in 2025, but I feel like there's always big plans. Now I think now is the year of execution and not the year of planning.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2025,
Yeah.
the year of execution.
Yes.
Execution.
Executing what we want.
Yeah. But yeah, specifically today we'll talk about a fitness side of things.
Fitness, health, yeah.
Fitness and the health. What are 3 things about fitness and health that you would like to talk about today?
I think today, fitness-wise, will be like how to incorporate, like what I'm and you are incorporating, like movement-wise, into the new year.
What do you mean by that? Movement-wise?
Well, like physical activity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like moving in general, not just like specific movements in the gym.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
Just
Like
making just making sure we're on the same page
that's
here.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then health aspect, just like, well, for me, it's probably going to be more dedicated to like the mental health aspect
Okay.
for this year. So
Yeah.
we'll maybe chat a little bit about that.
Sure.
Yeah. What about you? Same thing? No?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's I think it's going to be consistency, keeping it simple, and finding ways to stay I want to find things that I can easily repeat every day. Simple, easy, effective. That's my strategy for 2025. And it's just finding that routine. So like if I give an example, the first piece of that, and I've already started implementing that, is never go more than 3 days without working out.
Yeah.
That's going to be the first piece for me.
Yeah.
And that's a super easy rule.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you come to your second day, you'd be like, okay, well, tomorrow.
Yeah. And then you plan for it.
Yeah.
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 But it's never go more than 3.
Yeah.
So if you're on the 3rd day, you're like, okay, tomorrow's done. So yeah, on the 2nd day, you're probably like, okay, it's like I got to get in at least tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah.
So it forces you to plan it out in a way. And then after that, it's just staying accountable to yourself, which is probably the hardest thing. Because it's easy to let yourself down.
Yeah.
For some reason. It's always easier to let yourself down than to like let your boss or girlfriend or wife or husband down.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's weird that we do that as people, but we'll always sacrifice our own things in order to please somebody else's things that they want from us.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, that'll be like number 1 for me. So if you hear weird noises, the dog is playing right there.
Yeah.
So that's all it is.
For me, like I haven't taken what you just said into I haven't applied that to my life.
That's okay. That's for me.
I know. But it's a good idea. It's like a good idea. But I think in my head, I just have like per week, I want to be more like realistic in a way of starting. Like the end goal is to be able to work out like strength training 4 times a week minimum. But I can't even do like 2 consistently every week. So I'm going to try to be realistic with my slowly incorporating it into my life until like I can like make it a habit. So I think with where we work, where we live and all that, like 2 is like a realistic goal of going to the gym. Like, and I've done it kind of at least once a week the past 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. Really random, but so.
So what do you think are the obstacles that get in the way? What do
Priorities. Like, I don't make it a priority.
No? Like, what are other things that you prioritize more?
Sleep. Oversleeping, I should say.
Yeah.
But, and then like work. It's, yeah. Because it's like, if I didn't plan my day, which I never do, it's like, if I wake up later, then I'll be doing more. I'll do work instead of going to the gym.
Mm-hmm. And then you work, and then next thing you know, it's 7 p.m. and you're just like, well, I don't want to go now.
Yeah, like the moment it hits the afternoon, I'm just like, try again tomorrow.
Yeah, so for you have to really set that training, that workout in the morning before you do anything.
Yeah.
Or else you know it won't get done. One of the books that I read, and it's like, Eat That Frog. And they say essentially it's that whatever the biggest frog is, or biggest task in your day is, do it first.
Yeah.
Because once the biggest one is done and over with, all you have left are smaller ones that you can just crush through.
Yeah.
But if you procrastinate and let that big one go throughout the day, at the end of the day, you're going to be like, I have no energy to do that big one.
Yeah.
But you have energy to do the small ones.
Well, which is it's kind of something that also I want to bring into the new year for fitness. And it's like, it's prioritizing fitness, which is like, it's easy to say, and people are like, well, I'm going to prioritize this and prioritize that and prioritize. It's like, if you're prioritizing 5 things, then you're not prioritizing. You know what I mean?
Or if you say you're prioritizing this, but your actions don't equal what you say, like, are you really prioritizing it? Like, you say you are, but everything you do says you're not.
Yeah.
So they have to both kind of go together.
My issue isn't like prioritizing. Isn't saying, oh, I'm prioritizing fitness, and then actually not. Like, I'll usually be like, I just don't prioritize it. Which is like, trying to figure that out. Like, how, like you said, it's like how to care more about yourself than like making other people happy.
Because in a way, we all have to be selfish when it comes to our health. Because if we don't care about our health, like, somebody else is going to take our time. So if we don't take time for ourselves, it's going to be taken by somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans, like, food wise? Do you? What's your approach on that?
Food wise, is I'm trying to increase like healthier fats. And eat more protein. Like, that's kind of my focus. Breakfast wise as well, it's like starting off my day with a little bit more of high fat, high protein. Because I do find it makes a difference, and just like my overall system, and mood and hunger wise. I remember when I was doing a little bit more, because we were focusing on like only eating carbs once a day, and like I did feel better, so that was good. So, and that's what I'm gonna do, and then of course, and then I'm definitely starting to increase a lot of like vitamins and stuff. Yeah, but for other reasons as well. For
other reasons, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
That I'll be doing as well, and collagen. Trying to get on that trend. Yeah. Healthy skin and hair.
Who is that from? Is that like Buff Bunny that you
collagen?
listen to? Yeah.
No. The first person I've ever heard it from was Courtney King.
Courtney King.
Yeah. But then, like, I didn't really, because I bought some and then I never really used it. But at one point, it's because I started taking it and it was working really well with my hair. But like, I would need to get, I had just done my hair and it was already like my roots are already showing. And I was just like, I can't do, I can't go redo it too soon. So,
It's cost too much.
yeah, like it was kind of funny, but
Yeah.
so then I stopped taking it. Then yeah, it just cost a lot, but I was just like, I'm like, well, it's time because I'm getting older. I'm gonna hit 27. That's old.
27. Oh my God. So old. So old.
So yeah, so I just want to be a little bit more mindful of that. Because why not? Feels good. It's nice to feel good in your skin.
Yep. Jeez. It's crazy. Time flies. Anyways, yeah, my approach with food, again, is very similar in a way that it's going to be mostly focused on protein intake. Yeah, I found for myself, the leaner the protein source, the better it is for me in terms of like absorption, digestion.
Yeah.
If I go crazy fatty meats, that's when it's like, ugh, my body's just not feeling well.
Yeah.
And then it's like mostly focused on, protein, making sure I get the right amount in, and then like fruits and veggies are another big thing. And then the last thing is, it's like, again, trying to pick and choose my carb sources, staying away from breads, not because they're bad, just because, again, it makes me feel better if I don't eat bread. So I'll stick with oats, rice, potatoes, just those kinds of carbs.
Yeah.
Nope, very basic. And then for fun, well, I'm going to have one meal a week where I'm just, don't think about it too much. I'm just enjoying my food.
Yeah, you're going to go back into it?
What do you mean?
Restart that?
I mean, it's kind of what I've been always doing.
Have you?
Yeah. Except now over the holidays, clearly. It's been insane. Speaking of, like, how you people do it, partying all the time or being out all the time, always having something to do, always having a drink with friends. Like, man,
I'm exhausted.
It's what, 3 days, 3 nights? 3 days of like drinking, socializing, and I'm over it.
We were trying to figure out what we wanted to eat, and everything is just like, ugh.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah, and just, the whole hanging out and going and doing things with people. I'm like, how do you, I guess probably the more you do it, the more it gets easier, but.
Yeah, like being on the go all the time. Like always having something, somewhere to be or something to do. I'm just like, like I'm done.
Yeah.
I need a break.
I know.
But yeah, that's one thing I noticed. So over the holidays, food hasn't been great. It's been way too many sweets, that's
the holidays.
Exactly. Like I don't feel bad about doing it. I just know that
like our body's feeling it.
Yeah,
like
my
a whole
body.
lot.
Yeah, my body's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
In terms of supplements, nothing crazy. Like I just do glutamine, creatine, and first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and then I do like whey protein every now and then.
Yeah,
it's pretty much all I do.
Yeah, for supplements wise.
Yeah, should I be taking a little bit more? Yeah, but I think this has been going well so far, so I'm just gonna keep it as is.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering why glutamine or creatine, essentially glutamine just helps with gut health. It's very good for gut health, and I've been having somewhat like gut issues, I guess you can say, lately. So I've been pretty consistent with this like gut health drink in the morning. So essentially all it is I do like a fiber supplement.
Yeah.
I do a fiber supplement. I put creatine, glutamine, and then I do 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and a pinch of salt.
Do you put honey in it?
Sometimes when I have it, I'll add a teaspoon of honey also, and I just mix that all up with some water, and then I chug it.
Yeah.
And I make sure I do it on an empty stomach before I do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, before even my coffee. So, and I find like I don't really need the coffee anymore. Like
really?
before, I would want the coffee to just be like, ugh, like.
Yeah.
But now, like with that, it's just I don't need the coffee. I just want it because I like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different.
Well, probably that little thing switched it. Now it's more like I need that thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I need it. It just helps.
Yeah.
It helps because it gives all the right things for your body to kind of start your day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you try it, don't expect it to be good.
It tastes disgusting.
He doesn't taste it. He like chugs it. Like it just, I have to walk away. I'm like,
Yeah, it's not like the honey makes it somewhat
tolerable.
Yeah, tolerable is not a good word.
No.
Nah, it gives it at least a little bit of like a sweetness to it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing that for the next while. And then it's pretty much that. Like I found with this new job, I've been sitting down a lot more. So like.
Yeah, I definitely just want
walking.
Yeah.
Walking is gonna be a little bit. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the plan.
Yeah, like you said, keep it simple. I want to add more. Like I want to start running really badly, but
it's winter.
I know. Okay, it's always what happens in wintertime. I'm like, ooh, could be fun. I see people running, and I'm like, I want to be that person. I don't want to be running right now. But no, like I want to restart running, but that's just like for fun, like or like one time a week, get my cardio in. Because I really want to. I definitely want to do. I don't want to just do strength. Like I want to do strength and a sort of cardio, and then I want to get back into yoga. I know it's a lot. Mick,
you do it.
Yeah.
Yep. You do it.
I just know when I was doing yoga, I was at like, I just remember feeling good. Like I was excited to go to yoga, and then I just felt my best. I think I looked my best too, which made me feel like my best.
It sure helps.
Yeah. So, but it's expensive. So maybe we'll start here in the apartment.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. So that's kind of pretty much how we're gonna bring
health and fitness back into 2025.
Yeah, and then mental fitness. Keep reading. Got 2 books over the holidays, so that's exciting.
Yeah, it's good to. I've been listening to a podcast by John Maxwell lately, and he's mentioning something about being. How can I say this? Intentional. Being intentional with what you read. Mm-hmm. So he's like every month, every year, pick a subject in which you want to get better at.
Yeah,
and then
that's good.
Plan your reading or your podcasting or your growth around that specific subject. So let's say in my example, like in 2025, I think what I'll need to get better at is sales. So my focus, sales and leadership. So my focus are going to be, how can I improve these things, and which books and which podcasts can I listen to help me improve those things? So that's my 2025. That'll be the main, and I think it'll help with future plans also, which is a bonus. Yeah. So like, what do you think your?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know. I feel like it's been this forever, but like just the whole confidence of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the book I'm reading now, it's about like, yeah, overcoming like challenges and fear and all that. I think I just want to just be stronger mentally.
So how are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna read.
Yeah, but as long as you apply what you read.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Because you can read a million books and never get better.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, it's to do this every week.
Yeah.
It's to do these little things and keep trying to overcome little challenges here and there that like.
That's essentially health and fitness 2025. That's the picture.
Is there something you learned this year that you want to share? One thing you learned.
Something that I learned in 2024.
Yeah.
Whoa, man, I'm constantly learning, but
I know, but like
picking one.
Like one big one that stood out.
Oh man.
Just on the podcast on.
Do you have something?
I do.
Okay,
like in a
go
way.
for it and I'll think about it.
But then you're not gonna listen to my thing.
Yeah, I'll listen to your thing.
I think my biggest one was recently realized, but like I kind of like started just understanding it more or like really thinking about it. But it's like you get, and it sounds kind of super obvious, okay? So don't make fun of me. But like I forget how to say it, but you get better at it. You get better at life with experience. Just experience is just the key. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I was always like listening to podcasts and I'm like, oh, like I don't talk like that, or I don't have that, like, why didn't that click from the beginning? Like, why didn't I think of that or whatever? And it's like, and I listen to these people that are like 45 and up, and it's like, because it was a Tom Hanks that kind of like, I was just like, because he was talking about it. I think I even mentioned it to you. And he was just saying stuff, and I'm just like, well, this guy knows because he's lived a life, like a full, like I think he's in his 60s or whatever. And yeah, and he was just like talking, and I'm like, damn, like he learned so much. I'm like, well, just because he's experienced it, he's done the experience, and it's like, it's kind of that. It's like, that's what my big thing that this year was just like, it's like trying things out, doing things, because like the more you'll know is just by like going through a bunch of experiences and all that. And it's just like, even whenever you talk about stuff, I'm like, why are you so like chill about this or understand? And it's like, well, you already lived your 20s. No, but I'm not trying to be like,
no.
But it's just.
But what do you mean? Like, what's an example that you can think of?
Well, I don't know. Like the most obvious one but it's not a good one, but a good example that it really hit me. But it was just the whole you saying, I'm just like, you never stop caring what people think of you. Kind of thing. And I'm like, the more I get older, the more I feel like I care more. And then you're like, well, you gotta be in your 30s. No. That's what it happens in your 30s that you stop caring. And I'm like, as you were saying, like in your 20s, you do care.
Yeah. Well, again, from experience.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like, and it's just like, I mean, you hear it a lot that 30-year-olds like are starting to be like, well, I don't care, like, you guys think, which is, but yeah, or it's just like whenever you talk about stories about your job or like what you've done and like what you learned, like even the other day you were saying like you were doing something and that's what changed your whole view on life. When you started being into and in my head, I was just like, I'm going through that process right now. Like, why didn't I go through it yet? And I was just like, well,
it's because I was your age when I went through it.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my big lesson that I like one of the big lessons.
Yeah, like you want to be there already, but you haven't. It's like you want to teleport instead of
Yeah.
go through the journey. You just want to teleport from one spot to the other.
Yeah, and I think I'm like learning to just like enjoy the learning process. Like even this podcast, it's like I know more than I knew before. I think we're better than we were before. I think.
Let's hope. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried.
I still don't know what the biggest lesson I've learned in 2024. It's probably, and it's gonna sound super corny, but it's like follow your heart.
Yeah.
It's probably that,
And why?
or follow your gut, or
Yeah.
because sometimes you have to make decisions that logically don't make sense. But you have a feeling that that's what you need to do.
Yeah. You're talking about like job.
Sure. But then it opens up other possibilities that you didn't know were there in the first place. Or it forces you to find ways to make other things work.
Yeah.
Like it's, yeah, that would be the biggest lesson of 2024 is because right now I feel like I've wasted too much time. Like I could have been here where I am right now 2 years ago.
Do you think so?
I think so.
What was preventing you from being here?
The fact that I didn't know if I could.
Okay.
But I was in a position earlier this year where it's like, I don't care if I do or don't. Like, because before it was more of a, this needs to succeed. And now it's more just like I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
So like, but that could not have happened until I let go of something else and started doing something else.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Can you say it?
Well, yeah, like essentially like I needed to step away from personal training and working for somebody in personal training to stop personal training, working for a different job entirely to realize I really need personal training in my life. I really love doing this.
Yeah.
To then figuring out a way to do it instead of just being scared of it not doing well.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't care. This is what I'm doing. Who's joining? Yes, great, awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, it was not a like, well, I don't know how many clients would I need to start doing it and da-da-da and just overthinking. It, like, at that point, there was no more thinking. It was just doing. It was like, okay, I need to find a gym. Go find a gym. Okay, I found a gym. Okay, you got a gym. What's the rent? Okay, you got the rent. Okay, now how much do you charge to cover that rent and cover other expenses and still make money? Got it. I'm charging this. Now, like, who's going to work out? Oh, I've got these people that I can reach out to. Boom. Like, there you go. Like, it was just more of a do instead of a plan and not do.
Yeah.
And I think that's all because of that initial illogical choice of leaving personal training.
Yeah, it's like leaving PT to go do PT in the future.
Yeah.
It's like losing all your clients to
So so that was the biggest lesson, and it showed me that I can do it, which feels very nice. So yeah.
You know what feels nice? Also, I'm going to toot my own horn here.
Do it.
And you can tell me if you don't want to know the podcast either. Oh. But for the two jobs you just recently got, So like the Orange Theory job, I like found it for you. I like sent it to you.
Yeah.
And then for the gym you work now at, I'm the one that sent it to you.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I feel pretty proud of it. I'm like, yay. It worked out.
It did. And then, yeah, like everything that happens somehow opens up other things. And it's right now, everything's leading to the other. And it's just everything's happening in a way that it just works out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it feels like we're moving towards where we need to be instead of fighting. Like, because at the other place, it felt like we were constantly fighting to keep what we had. And now it's just, things are just opening up, and we just kind of follow the trail to these new adventures instead of trying to fight for the next door to open.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like we were here and we were like, this door needs to open.
Yeah.
And then the person behind the door was like, it ain't opening.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it'll open, but in like 5 years. And it's just like, no, it needs to open now.
Yeah.
But now every step that we take, every door that we kind of want to go into, it just opens.
Yeah.
And there's new opportunities. And then this room leads to another door. And we're like, oh, I wonder where this door goes. And then we open it, and it's just, it's unlocked. And there's more opportunity. And everything is leading us to where we need to be going.
Yeah.
So yeah, all because of you.
I'm glad that it's working out though, because that would suck if it wasn't working out.
If every time it's like, yo, that was the worst thing ever. But no. That's the thing. It's like we make it work no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something I talked to you about. It's like people see who we are and our work ethic and what we do and our energy and our mindset towards things, and they want to work with us. Not necessarily because we're the best at doing something, but more because we have the correct mindset, the correct energy, like just positivity. We have the let's make it work confidence, you know, instead of the everything is so wrong all the time and I'm not there because of this, and I'm not where I need to be because of him or her, or it's just like we look within. Is like, can I be better? Yes. All right, I'll be better.
Yeah.
And that's what people like, I find.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, on that note, health and wellness and fitness and opportunities. Health and opportunities. There you go. We got healthy opportunities in 2025. And we're going to make the most of them. And we'll see you in the next episode. It was Jules and Lily, Uncomplicated Podcast. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on Spotify,
it's follow. Yeah.
I'm ranting.
Yeah.
Lily is looking at me like, are you going to end this video or not? So we are. Okay, bye.
Bye.